Okay, for number 10, it reads, what does, this is probably the Newtons and force diagram and all that hard stuff, laws, Newton's laws part. So we're number 10. What does the scale read for a 75 kilogram man in an elevator that goes from negative 6 meters per second to 0 in 2 seconds? So that's how that question reads. So first, thinking back onto the elevator. There's some worksheets that we did that include elevator physics, and so this will that would kind of help you in this problem if you go back, just kind of giving you idea of what should happen. So I'm not going to tell you yet. I'm going to show you what happens. But if you had that worksheet, it would kind of show you, oh, when it goes down, what would happen, or goes up, what would happen. So okay, first, we need to find the net force because it wants us to find out how heavy, the mass, pretty much. So we need to find out what what's pretty much going to be the net force. So first, let's figure out the mass. Mass, it tells you 75 kilograms. That's pretty easy. So let's find the acceleration. So we'll do that by taking velocity final minus velocity initial over change in time. So it's 0, because that's our final, minus negative 6, which will actually turn out to be 0 plus 6, divided by 2, which will give you 3 meters per second squared, because seconds is the same thing as squared. So that will give you your acceleration, and you need a time set by mass because the equation is force net equals mass times acceleration. So you'll do his weight, 75 kilograms, times by 75, which will give you a number of 225 newtons. That's the net force. Okay? Because there's a net force, that means that if you're going to look at a force diagram of the guy, you're going to have a typical, guy standing on an elevator. So you're going to have force normal and force gravity. But there's a net force, meaning that they're not equal. Those lines do not mean anything. They are not equal. So gravity is going to be negative 750 newtons, because you convert 750 kilograms to newtons by times doing it by 10, and it's going down, so it's going to be negative. So when we write an equation, it's going to be force normal plus force gravity equals 225. So we're going to do, we can fill in our variable, so 225 newtons is equal to negative 750 newtons plus force normal. So to solve for force normal, we're going to add 750 newtons to solve for force normal, and that will give us 775 or 975 newtons is equal to our force normal. And then you can convert that back over to kilograms by I guess dividing it by 10. I mean, you can do because every kilogram is equal to 10 newtons, so you can just inversely do that, I guess, and you can solve for his weight. So his weight's going to be 97.5 kilograms. So he did gain weight through this problem. So answer, finally, his scale would read 97.5 kilograms.